Football hooligan world. You know who it is. Boy Diablo. Miami Casuals. Diablo TV, like and subscribe, do things you're supposed to do. And everybody knows I'm the hooligan historian. I'm the one who's calling it down the middle in an objective fashion, because the fact is, nobody from UK can be impartial with UK hooliganism, because it's based on football, it's based on territories. So there's always going to be some bias. However, I learned about the culture from afar, so I can look at it objectively. So I'm the only one who could come in here and say who's who, in my view. And what I'm doing with this series, as you see, I'm going to Plymouth ARGYLE Hooligans, the central element firm, right? I've been going into guys that I know personally, firsthand, that I'm friends with. Some very close friends of mine. Others people I know more passingly, but we know each other, or we've had communications. In this case, famous or infamous, however you want to say, but known. He spoke. He's respected by Cardiff. He's spoken books. I've read some of his stuff. I want to read all his stuff, and the man has agreed to help me with the documentation of the Central Element firm. He'll be on my podcast. From what we were talking about, I'm talking about none other than Mike LEAVER. A lot of people know about the name. When I was in Cardiff, a lot of people ask about him, and people mention him and stuff. Oh, you know Mike LEAVER and stuff. So the thing is this: we know each other, we've been around each other, but I haven't had the pleasure of being able to hang out with him like by ourselves firsthand. And you know, these guys are busy and stuff. They got families and everything like that. And I'm a maniac, and I gotta wake up for breakfast. You know, I'm out every night. So we just haven't had so much of a chance to cross paths a lot. But I do respect the man a lot. He's a man of honor. He's respected, and he's one of the most well-known of the Plymouth hooligans, Mike LEAVER, and he can tell you the real score. And I'm real interested in getting to talk to him and hearing his take on all this, because I've contributed, you know, my thoughts, and he hasn't admonished me, but I'm sure I'm getting a lot of it wrong. And with all these gangs and crews, this is not like a history book. You know what I mean? It's different people. It's like martial arts, religions. Different people have different ways. Oh, who started it? Who was in it? Who was the top boy? And people say, Diablo, that wasn't my leader. And other people say, oh, he wasn't my leader. No, this guy's the leader. And there's all the factionalism. But everybody flies under one flag. That's TCE. And everybody comes together on the Plymouth ARGYLE. And now, people that talk about the TCE, older lads say, no, the TCE is dead. It's extinct. Basically, they don't want the younger lads claiming it. But so you got a TYE, the youth element, and then that's kind of like a constant thing, is always around. But then, as Dave gave me the permission to speak about last time I was over, baby risk, that's where it's at now. So, like colorblind, where I'm from, we all fly under that flag, but there's loads of different cliques. There's CBC, which is part of it. There's the Brotherhood. There's American Cause. There's all these different sub-cliques, Old Breed. We all fly under one flag of South Florida and colorblind. Everybody in Plymouth flies under one flag of Plymouth ARGYLE and TCE. But the reality is, the TCE no longer exists as it once did. To me, the future is the baby risk. And when you talk about Mike LEAVER, he is somebody who's been documented and spoken with authority, because there's somebody else who speaks who, to me, doesn't have authority to speak. I'll leave it at that. But from what I know, Mike LEAVER, great guy, the genuine article. Brother, I look forward to seeing and spend more time, even if we have to do it like this. But I didn't want to move on from Plymouth without acknowledging one of the people who put Plymouth on the map and who's respected by all the other firms and everything like that. Cheers, Mike.